Welcome, Emma. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and the role you play at AP Robinson?
I am a practice manager at AP Robinson, also a partner. My role involves running the office, which is a multitude of skills, HR, making sure the IT functions properly, making sure that the staff are getting the training they need. So yeah, massively wide, vast role, but very enjoyable.
So obviously that sounds like a big responsibility.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue.
A lot of people. We've got what, 50 staff?
Yeah, it's about 50 staff now. Yeah.
All coming to you with various issues.
Yes.
How do you deal with work and home life balance?
For me, it's all about segmentation. If you look at what you've got in the entirety, that you look at it and go, there's no way I can do that. So for me, I have to get out of my head onto paper the things I've got to do, and I segment it up to days. Probably very old-fashioned, but for me it works. So on that day, I am concerned with what's on my list for that day, and obviously adaptable to pick up any problems that occur on the day, which they invariably do. So I think it's all about being kind to yourself, accepting that you've only got so many hours in a day, and like I say, segmenting. Don't overthink about everything you've got, because you would just send yourself into a tailspin.
Yeah, I guess also a lot of people's personal life would probably come your way as well.
Yep.
How do you distance yourself from being emotional and
Good question. I've not really thought about that a lot, to be honest. I think for me, it's all about listening. Often people, when they have issues, they want to get something off their chest. They don't want someone to sit and judge and say, do this, do that, do the other. So for me, it's being that calming influence where someone can offload, and you can then, if appropriate, give them advice, or more importantly, point them in the right direction if they need support. So I think I see I'm there to help. So I can somehow emotionally detach from it. I don't quite know how. It must just be
just the natural
just a natural thing. I've been told I am naturally empathetic, which I do believe. I've got a lot of empathy. I can, I've seen a lot, and I think life experience leads you to be able to deal with these things and not get too involved with them.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that you're our mental health ambassador.
Yeah, I like to think so. Yes, it's something I've since COVID, I think I picked up. We had staff here that lived alone, and things were an issue for them, and working from home wasn't ideal. And whilst it worked for some, it didn't for them. And that was the first time I did my mental health first aid. I've obviously since redone it with others, including yourself. And I think for me, understanding and accepting that people have lives away from the office, and these things do reflect on work, and trying to help people through those situations means you've got a much stronger a team that's willing to go out and bat for you.
Yeah, obviously we've got this wonderful wellbeing room. Obviously you think that was an important thing to implement. What sort of led you to that?
I think sometimes people just need a safe space, a quiet space. We're all very different, but sometimes people need somewhere to go and they want 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If they're feeling a little bit under the weather, it just gives, for me, people a safe space. No one's going to judge. It's out the way. No one's going to judge if you're in there. And we try to instill a little bit of fun. We've got colouring books and and cards and stuff in it, just so people can just unwind, because life is stressful. The profession we're in is stressful, certainly at certain times of year. So I just wanted it to be somewhere that people could go if they felt a little bit overwhelmed, just to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever they need.
So if there was one thing you've picked up throughout this journey, you could pass on to somebody else in the profession, or maybe we've got a client who's very much, it's their business, they're on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a very lonely space out there. Is there any tips you can give?
I think it's just making sure that you listen to people, because too often somebody will talk to you, and we don't always listen to what they're saying. We think we respond to what we think they're saying, but we don't take the time to listen and actually give them the response that they deserve. It's oh, I'm busy, we don't do active listening, and we should sit down when someone wants to say something, be a client, a member of staff, and actually listen.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I've got experience from, the training we've done and things is I now lock my screens if someone's talking to me.
Very important, because people need to feel valued, and if you're sat at your screen and you're typing and you're not engaged with that conversation, then they feel that they're not important. And to me, everybody in this business is important. Whatever role they do, they're important and they deserve to feel important. So for me, just listen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.